Hola guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roxanne. If it's your first time here, then welcome. Today I want to do finally part 2 so far of my Pride and Prejudice collection. I first did this 2 years ago, and since then I have acquired quite a few, so I want to get right into it and tell you guys about the additions that I have. So one is one that I got back in Christmas 2019, I believe, and it is the Spanish edition. It is a Spanish edition of Pride and Prejudice. This one's published by Penguin, and it is absolutely gorgeous. And so in Spanish it's Orgullo y Prejuicio, and this one, it has gold design on the cover. It is a pretty big font size. It has a fabric. It has a fabric bookmark in it, and I just absolutely love it. I have not been able to get around to reading this in Spanish just yet, but I definitely want to. So look at that one. I mean, it's just, it is gorgeous. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you can get this on Amazon or Book Depository. I believe Amazon owns Book Depository, so it would make sense that you should be able to get them in both. Then there's one that I got used, but I might... actually, no, it's in pretty good condition. But this is the Everyman's Library edition, and it looks like this. This one's pretty well known. This one is a hardcover. This also has a fabric bookmark that is sewn in. And yeah, this one's published by Alfred Knopf. So there's this one. So you can see Lizzie, and I would assume Jane next to her. Then we have these really tiny common ones. This is the Macmillan's Collector's Library Edition, and they have all kinds of these. I know there's so many that have been published. The end papers are beautiful as well. It has the gold edges on it, and it's just, I mean, it's really tiny. It's pretty tiny. It's about the size of my hand, but it's just absolutely beautiful. And I believe I got this one at Pride and Prejudice. I got this one at Barnes & Noble, I think, in the city. Then we have the cloth-bound Penguin Classics. These are also very popular. This, I think they have the entire Jane Austen collection, but the only one that I have thus far is Pride and Prejudice. So it has little like swans, I think, on the cover. And it is that one. Then we have a vintage classics one, and it looks like this. This is a paperback. I'm not sure where I got this one. Probably was at oh, I got this at the Strand. Price is still in the back, so I got this at the Strand. I got a couple at the Strand. I believe I got this one at the Strand as well. And this is the Collins Classic Trident. Oh no, I got this at Trident Booksellers. I got this actually in where is Trident Booksellers? I think it's in Boston, if I'm not mistaken. It was a really nice it was a really nice bookstore. And this is Williams Collins, yeah, the Collins Classic Pride and Prejudice. It's pretty simple cover, and it has the silhouette of Darcy and Lizzie. Oh, it does have a bookmark inside. Yeah, Boston. Trident Booksellers and Cafe in Boston. It was actually a pretty cool bookstore. I would love to go back. And then I have another one of the Barnes & Noble classics. These, everybody has seen these. They've published all kinds of books of classic literature. So that's that one. Then this was a special publication of a total of 6 books that were published when this one came out, and it's this special edition of Pride and Prejudice was inspired by International Women's Day and introduced by writer and activist Scarlett Curtis. And this is it's published by Penguin. I don't know if it has a particular like edition of it, but it looks like this. And this one's also pretty small in size. And then so this design is followed on the inside. And so these, they published A Little Princess, Anne of Green Gables, Pride and Prejudice, Heidi, The Railway Children, and Little Women. And they all sort of have this like big hair motif, which you can see here. And the I will put who the cover illustration is right here, because I just noticed that it's here in the back, but I didn't look up how to pronounce it, and I don't want to disrespect the name, so I will mark it down here. Then I have this, which is very similar to one of the Barnes & Noble editions that they sell. This one I also got at the Strand. This is by Paper Mill Press, and this one is a bendy sort of hardcover, not really, and it has a purpley pink kind of gold tint on as the lettering, and it is really nice as well. And you kind of follow the feather motif, which I think you can it has a peacock on the back, which no, it's not a peacock, but I have seen feathers in a few other Pride and Prejudice editions. But yeah, there's this one. Then we have another really special one. This one I also got for Christmas 2019, and this is a really special edition one because only a hundred, I think, of these were published, and it still has the plastic wrapping on it. I don't want to take it off, but it has, so it's kind of like double covers, and then these have been cut out so you can see the blue in the back, and so you see Mr. Darcy and Lizzie, and then in the back it continues on in the back as well. And so if I were to take off the plastic, and I could take off the white as well, and then it would just be a solid teal color, but I don't want to do that. And then in the back it says, "You and Papa and my sisters must come down and see us. We shall be at Newcastle all the winter, and I dare say there will be some balls, and I will take care to get good partners for them all." So, and then I can inscribe here who this book belongs to. The end papers are beautiful as well, and this one is number, I think it says it here somewhere. So this is for the season's editions. This is the winter collection, and this is published by HarperCollins, and this is book 2151 of 10,000. So this one is inscribed right there, and that's what the cover page looks like. I mean, it's gorgeous, and then the pages are have the edges tinted in this same sort of teal color, and it's absolutely exquisite. It is one of my favorites. I will show you which one my favorite is in a bit, but this is a recent release, and this is curated by Barbara Heller. She is, I believe, like a expert in handwriting or something like that. And then again we see the feather motif again, but this is this one right here. I got this one recently, and this is by Chronicle Books. And so what's special about this one is that first of all, the pages are super thin, like Bible thin. And so this is the complete novel with 19 letters from the characters' correspondence, written and folded by hand. And so you see that every once in a while you'll see another sort of insert, and then inside you'll see and then it is like if these are the letters that the characters wrote back and forth to each other. So this is for Miss Bennet, and this is both for Miss Elizabeth Bennet, and so you'll see what they look like. And then when you open them, I just want to be really careful with them, obviously. So they kind of unfold like that, and then you can see and so I don't think each one is, so I think what they did was that she hand wrote them, and then obviously copies were made. I don't think of, although however many hundreds of these were published, that she would have handwritten 18 different letters for each one of those. That probably would have been extremely tiring, but it is absolutely gorgeous and it's a beautiful book. So that's for my collection. And then there is another small one. This one is by Puffin Classics, and this one's beautiful. I love how colorful this one is. And so you see it in here. And we have no feather motif on this one, but it is beautiful and floral. And the cover is illustrated by Dawn Cooper. Then we have another pretty common one, and it is this one. I got this one at the New York Public Library at the Stephen A. Schwartzman building, which is the one on 5th Ave and 42nd Street. And they had a few of these, again with the sort of rubber type of soft hardcover. And so we have in the very first, we have the first sentence in the back is: the truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. And then it goes on. It actually has the first two sentences on there. And these are the end papers. And then I got a New York Public Library Reading is Lit bookmark that I still have inside of it. This one's published by Word. It's the Word Cloud Classics edition. It's an imprint of Printers Row Publishing Group. And these are the Canterbury Classics. And they have a few others. They have Jane Eyre, Les Mis, Little Women, Madame Bovary, Moby Dick, The Art of War, Brothers Grimm, Counts of Monte Cristo, all kinds. Then another popular one that took me, I don't know why it took me so long to get it, is these. These are another edition of the Penguin Classics, and these are like the alphabet series, and each letter corresponds to a different book. And then when all put together, they form a beautiful rainbow. And this is what the spine looks like. And then the pages are colored as well. I love colored pages so much. Then we have this is the Olive edition, published by HarperCollins. It's a HarperCollins Olive edition, again with the feather motif. And then this has a really cool spine that I really like. It's really colorful as well. These came out a couple years ago. And this by Harper, and this one's actually pretty floppy, which is cool because I love floppy, like a medium flop. I love floppy paperbacks because I hate to crack the spine. So we are almost to my favorite, and then so this one is another absolute beauty. And then look at this. Again with the colored edges. This one it has this sewn. This one has the sewn spine as opposed to glued, and it's beautiful. I thought it had a sewn in bookmark, but it actually doesn't. The end papers are just black, but the outside is beautiful. It's silver, it's shiny, and it's textured. And this is the Chiltern Publishing book, an imprint of Atlantic Publishing. And this one came out in 2018. And the pages are actually, they're shiny. So it's, yeah, they're thick and shiny. Really good, really amazing just construction of the book. I absolutely love it. It's, again, relatively small, but it is beautiful. It's pretty sturdy. And so now for my favorite thus far. I got this for my birthday last year. It was a really early birthday present, and it is the folio edition of Pride and Prejudice. And if you guys know anything about folio, they are like amazing book curators and book edition designers, and every so often they come out with a new collection. And so This is the London Folio Society. This one came out in 2013, and it is cloth bound. And look at the cover. Look how stunning this is. Look. And that's the spine. And it does have illustrations on the inside as well. So that's it. And they're pretty large. And I absolutely love it. I barely touch it. It has, I can't really tell. I think that it might be glued spine, but it is just absolutely, I mean, it's exquisite. I've wanted this one for so long, and I got it for Christmas, not for Christmas, I got it for my birthday last year, and I just adore it. It is my favorite edition. It will be probably my favorite edition for quite a while, followed closely behind by the winter edition. I mean, these just, I love them so much, so much. So yeah, and I love the one in Spanish is very special as well. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and for listening. I am sure that in 2 years I will do another one of these, an updated one. Thank you for watching and for listening. Let me know if there are any books that you collect like I collect this one, and I love you guys very much.